Let's look at how to find a certain fraction of a whole number. Now I've got two examples here. Let's have a look at how to draw a picture to make sense of the representation. 2/3 times 12. I'm going to rub out that times sign and just write for now 2/3 of 12 because it might be easy to think of it that way. We know it's the same thing. Now to do 2/3 of 12, let's start with a basic picture of what 12 looks like. Now I'm going to deliberately draw it in 3 rows of 4 because I want to have 3 rows. Okay, I didn't do 2 rows of 6. This 3 tells me I'm going to divide into thirds. Okay, we've got 2/3. Let's have a look first at what 1/3 would look like. Now to get things in thirds, you want to divide them by 3. So if I take my 12 and make thirds out of it, I'm making 3 equal groups. I've got 3 groups of 4. So each one of those groups is 1/3 of 12. Now I want 2/3 of 12, so I need 2 of the groups. So let's take this group, we'll colour them in, and this group. Now the coloured in dots are 2 out of the 3/3. So I've found 2/3 of 12. Now how many is it? We don't have all of the 12, we've just got some of it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2/3 of 12 equals 8. And this picture is a really good way to describe how to figure it out. Now here I'm working out 3/4 of 16. So I'm going to need 16 dots. Now, can you guess why I'm drawing it in 4 rows of 4? I'm not doing 2 rows of 8. I'm picking some factors of 16, but specifically I'm picking the factor 4. I know 4 fours are 16, so I can draw my 16 like this. Now to make quarters, we want to divide by 4. So I'm going to divide it up like this into 4 groups of 4. Each one of those groups is now a quarter of the whole lot. Now how many quarters do I want? I want 3 quarters. So I want this quarter, and this one, and this one. So how many of the 16 have I coloured in? Well, I've coloured in 12 of them. So 3/4 of 16 is 12. What about when you're asked a question another way around? Let's say we're given this question and shown the picture, and we need to try and figure out what it's representing. All right, let's draw it like this. Okay, first thing to do is to say, well, they've obviously broken the whole lot up into 3 groups, so we've got some thirds. How many thirds have we coloured in? We've coloured in 2 of them. So what we're showing here in this picture is 2/3 of something. Now how many dots are there altogether? Well, there's 3 rows of 5, aren't there? So that's 15. So 2/3 of 15 is the number that are coloured in, which is 10. So if you can go from the picture to the maths, or the maths to the picture, you're going well. And if you understand what's going on, the next step is to replace that of with a times sign. And that's exactly what we're doing there, is we're finding 2/3 of 12.